Richard Southern joins us now. Richard, the entire province is preparing to head into lockdown later this week, and it could be the last straw for some struggling businesses.
Yeah, I mean, so many have been hanging on by, a shoestring all year, Maliha, and then, here's this now with what, 2 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on where you are, and it really is going to be the last straw for like literally a third of Ontario businesses. That's what the Canadian Federation of Independent Business is telling me, that a third of businesses in the province could go under. It's astonishing. I talked to the head of the CFIB, Dan Kelly, today. Take a look.
Look, we can debate whether the measures are too far or not far enough, but ultimately the end result is going to be the death of thousands and thousands of small independent businesses. If the numbers are as grave as they are, why are we allowing people to line up at a Costco? Why are we still allowing non-essential goods to be sold at Costco and Walmart?
And so, Maliha, that's his point of view, is that, like, if we're going to do this, let's even the playing field. Why do we have the big box stores open, selling these items that smaller businesses can't sell? Premier Ford, for his part, Maliha, says, listen, now is the time to do the shutdown. January, when stores aren't usually very busy, we have to get this virus under control now. And he says, the government's going to support business. So those are the two viewpoints. But obviously, it's tough going right now for a lot of small businesses.
Richard, I think I've been making a pretty big effort to support some of my favorite small businesses. And I'm hoping a lot of people are doing that right now, because I do feel really bad for them right now, for sure.
Yeah, I'm taking care of my local eateries. I could tell you that much, doing maybe more than my fair share of ordering in here, Maliha, lately.
You know what? Food does make me happy right now, so I don't blame you. Now, Richard, a developer has released plans for a 3 million square foot mixed-use development in Midtown, and they're putting a big focus on creating green space.
Yeah, they're talking about the pandemic. So here's a condo development now referencing the pandemic. But Maliha, this could reshape Yonge and Eglinton. Okay, so here's Oxford Properties talking about their plans for the southwest corner of Yonge and Eglinton. So, that's where the main subway entrance is there. What they're proposing, Oxford, is a 3 million square foot mixed-use development, 650,000 square foot of office space, and then 2,700 condo units. However, Oxford says they will mostly be rental. Boy, that's interesting, right? Because we know the troubles the condo market has had downtown. So here's, more of a rental type approach coming to Yonge and Eglinton. And Oxford also says, that several acres will be dedicated to open space and parkland, because it says it knows how important that is now with our new reality. So that's pretty interesting, right? More rentals coming. That's probably a good thing, right?
I think so. And I mean, it's interesting that they're creating more office space, because I feel like, a lot of people are working from home now. So it'd be interesting to see exactly how filled up that will actually get.
Maybe they're betting that people will be going back to the office at some point. We'll have to see.
I've got mixed feelings about that. But anyway, finally, Richard, the airline industry is reeling tonight as Canada has begun blocking flights inbound from the UK.
Yeah, this London Heathrow-Toronto route, so important for the airlines, for Air Canada, for, WestJet that go several times a day, and British Airways as well come in a couple times a day. Of course, that's been put to a halt now. All the passenger flights have been stopped, and this is making a tough year even worse for the airlines. I actually talked to Air Canada today, Maliha. There were 2 Air Canada flights from London, so I inquired about that. One of them, an empty plane. Air Canada was forced to fly an empty 787 back across the Atlantic today because of this. Obviously, that comes at great expense. The other flight was a cargo-only flight. Cargo still very much allowed, but these airlines here in Canada, they haven't received any federal money, and there is big concern now with more restrictions being put in place on the airlines. Listen, it's been a very heavy news day, but you and I are coming back at 6:40. We're going to lighten things up and talk about some interesting stuff, including one of my favorite topics. There's a new wacky fast food menu item out there. We're going to look at it together at 6:40.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Richard.
Thanks.